In this video, we're going to find the value of 1 over sine 1 sine 2 plus 1 over sine 2 sine 3, all the way up to 1 over sine n plus 1, where each of these are in degrees. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. Okay, so each of these, 1, 2, 2, 3, the difference between them are 1. So let's write them, each one of these is 1 over sine k plus 1. Okay. So now let's look at sine A minus B. This is a trig identity. This is sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. And let's divide both sides by sine A sine B. Just writing it down. I'm doing it separately so you can see with the cancellations. So on this term, the sine B's will cancel, and on this term, the sine A's will cancel, leaving us with cotangent B minus cotangent A. Okay, so now let's divide by this term. So we have 1 over sine A sine B will be cotangent B minus cotangent A over sine A minus B. Okay, so the difference, as we said, the difference between sine of k plus 1 and k is 1. So let's plug in, and I want this to be sine of some positive number. I don't want it to be a negative. So we want a bigger than b. So let's let a be k plus 1 and b be k. So now we're going to have 1 over sine k plus 1 times sine k equals, on the right hand side we'll have cotangent of b, which is k, minus cotangent of a, which is k plus 1, all over sine A minus B, which is sine 1. Okay, so the real value we want to find is from k equals 1, k bigger than or equal to 1, but n is bigger than or equal to k. Okay, so let's do the sum. From k goes from 1 to n on both sides. Okay, so let's call it S, and this will be 1 over sine 1. So that is a constant with regards to k and n, or regards to k, so you can take that out. So this will be 1 over sine 1, and then you'll have this left. So cotangent k minus cotangent of k plus 1. So that would be cotangent 1 minus cotangent 2, and then we have plus cotangent 2 minus cotangent 3, all the way up to the n minus 1 case, which is cotangent n minus 1, minus cotangent 1 above it, so that'd be n. And then finally we have cotangent n minus cotangent of n plus 1. Okay, good. And each of these are in parentheses to make it easier to see. Okay, that's really good. So what you notice about this is that cotangent 2 and minus cotangent 2 are both here, so they will cancel. Minus cotangent 3 will cancel with something, so it's telescoping. Cotangent n minus 1 will cancel with definitely something before that. Cotangent n and minus cotangent n will cancel. And so finally we have that our original series, that's s of n, not s, because it ends on n. This will be cotangent 1 minus cotangent of n plus 1 all over sine of 1. And you might be able to simplify this, but this is the answer to this question, and that is the end of the video. Hope you liked it.